Hi, good morning hustlers, Carolina here today, and the motto for today is be patient or quit. I find myself forgetting about this very important lesson, and so sometimes you need a reminder. I am about to get on a call right now with a client. My iMac is asleep. I'm gonna go use my laptop. This is a client I started working with very recently. This is actually our first official call, and she is also part of Mope, the company that I've been telling you guys about all along. If you're not yet a member, link in the description. And also, if you're new here on my YouTube channel and you want to get inspiration, you want to be someone who designs their life, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now and tap the notifications bell right next to it so that you don't miss any of my videos, because YouTube now makes us, do that, otherwise you don't get notified. So I'm like, what good is it to be subscribed to someone if I'm not going to get notified? Well, there you go. Anyway, I have to get on this call and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. I'm so excited, guys. I'm looking at the October 29th vlog when I was in Chicago.
Comes to your house, sits with you, explains to you exactly step by step what you need to do. It's up to you if you say, yes, I'm going to listen to you, or no, I'm not going to listen to you.
I went to work with her in October, end of October, so about 2 weeks ago. I was there with her and her mom, and it was such a pleasant experience because she took action, like immediate action. She took what I told her to do and she ran with it, and she got results. And now those results are about to materialize into money. A result, my friend, and this is a misconception that a lot of digital entrepreneurs have, and they underestimate the result because they think a result has to be a sale. Like that's the only result they're after. And look, I'm all about selling, and I'm all about, I'm happy with making money. That's awesome. I'm in with it, love it. But the fact that you're so focused on making a sale and getting the money keeps you away from celebrating all the other little accomplishments that have to happen before you make that sale. For you to ever make a sale, you need to have a prospect. For you to ever have a prospect, you need to have traffic running, people seeing your page and click on it. There has to be a page. You have to set up your first funnel, and all of these little things, all of these little milestones add up to that final result that we all want, which is the sale. Don't underestimate your results, my friend. Every little result in your business, from building your very first funnel, from setting up your very first traffic campaign, to acquiring your very first lead, to communicating with that very first lead. All of those little things, they're all accomplishments that you need to be celebrating. And all of that is going to culminate in a sale. But if you only focus on getting the sale, not only are you diminishing yourself and, oh my God, I cannot make any sales, but you're also underestimating the rest of the process that you've been through. And my friend, that is quite an accomplishment. The fact that you've been able to build that very first funnel, set up that first traffic campaign, the fact that you invested in yourself to have a mentor, or the fact that you decided to quit your job, that's huge. Those are all accomplishments that deserve to be celebrated. So brings me back to this, my friend. Be patient or quit. So if you cannot be patient until your first sale arrives, you might as well quit and go back to your job, where you don't have to stress about it because you know you're gonna get your salary. But to be honest with you, you don't know. Your job can be terminated anytime. You have no control, and it's one of the riskiest ways for you to get your money. A job that someone else can decide to cut from you. When you run your own business, there are other types of risks, but you're in control at the end of the day. You're in control of yourself, of the work, the passion you're going to put into that business, and then ultimately you are in control of a big part of the results, of making those sales happen, of making the entire process happen. That was my rant for the moment. I need to go back to this because this is the next episode I'll be uploading on my blog, but I realized that this is October 29th, we missed October 28th because I didn't upload the files from my editor, and so yeah, my mistake. So I'm uploading them now, and hopefully he can just do some kind of a little Frankenstein. I do some Frankenstein vlogs where I combine several days into one when we see fit, and I inspire you to do the same. If you can't really fit a lot of things in one day because it was just a quiet day, wasn't much for you to vlog, then what we do is we fuse 2 days into one. So I do that quite a bit. Sometimes I do 3 days into one, and feel free to do that too. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it's getting a bit late and I have a few things to do before I go to bed. This was a relatively quiet day, but I wanted to show you that we got a new bed in our guest room. Why we got a new bed in our guest room? Because we're having guests. That's right. My mother-in-law-to-be and my brother-in-law-to-be are coming over. We're gonna be here for our wedding next Friday. You guys watch this vlog, it's not gonna make sense anymore because we will already be what we are to be. So anyway, one day, I dream of the day when I won't be late with the vlogs and it'll only be like maybe 1 or 2 days. Do you guys spot this up here? This is a classic Muse poster. I got it from a really good friend of mine who is Dutch. Maybe one day I'm gonna tell you guys about the story. I have so many stories to share, but you know, I don't get too personal in my videos, I guess. I do share some things about my current life, people who are sick, people who have died, but I haven't shared too much with you guys about my past life. So maybe one day I will. Either way, this Muse poster is awesome for several reasons. Number one, it's from 2003, first of all, as you can see right here, 2003. Number two, it's got a bunch of mistakes, some of the names of the cities. Let me see if I can find one, because that's cool, because it's got mistakes, and so, you know, as fans, we like those mistakes because it makes it more unique. I'm trying to find one of those mistakes. Oh my gosh. Okay, here. Große Freiheit, which should be Freiheit. And then I think there's another mistake somewhere around here. Maybe you guys will spot them and say, yeah, here, I think it's not forest. I think it's forest. I'm actually not sure. So that's the cool thing. It's a really cool poster because it's old. It's a tour poster. It's got mistakes. Have you noticed how things with errors in them usually are more special? What does that tell you? Being different than other people. Being different than, you know how there are people who seem mass-produced? You know what I'm talking about? You know, sometimes when I go out to restaurants and stuff like that and I look around me, I see people who, you know, I've never seen before, but they look just like everyone else. Do you know what I mean? People who look mass-produced. I'm trying to explain something here. Don't be afraid of being different. Don't go along with the mass-produced people who, you know, who are just the same as everyone else, who talk with the same tone, who talk about the same meaningless things, who think that they're gonna make it to their retirement. Don't be like those people. Be special in your own way. And when I say in your own way, what I mean is don't do stupid things to be special. Just follow your instinct, follow your heart, do what you love, find your passion, monetize that passion. If you've been following me, then you know that I show people how to monetize their passions. Do something you love and don't be afraid of being special, being different. Don't be afraid of having things that are not perfect. That's what I mean. I meant to say, don't be afraid of not being perfect or being imperfect, if that's the right way to say it. This is also extremely special and unfortunately it's fading away this year. It has almost completely faded away, but this is the first concert I ever saw of Muse. It was probably a bad idea to put it here because it faded away, but maybe you can still see the date up there. Yeah, so can you guys see the date up there? It's August 20th of August, 2006. 20th of August, 2006. This was in the Netherlands. And I went to a festival called Lowlands. Okay, you can see that. In the Netherlands. And this was the first time I ever met Muse. Well, at least I met 2 of their members, Matt Bellamy, the singer, and Chris, the bass player. And that's, well, he's an old friend. We don't really talk anymore, but we went to meet them the night before. And let me explain how that happened. My good friend, Frank, well, he used to be my good friend, now we don't really talk anymore. And what happened was that he listened to an interview that Muse were giving on a Dutch radio station. And Matt Bellamy mentions in the interview their favorite bar in the Netherlands. So every time they're in the Netherlands, they like going to that bar. So the night before the concert, we went to that bar, hoping, like crossing our fingers, oh my gosh, maybe they'll be there. And this was in Amsterdam, by the way. And so we arrived pretty early. The bar was not even open yet when we arrived. We had to wait until they opened it. We go in, we have a drink, and so we wait. It was a jazz club, which unfortunately has closed down now, which is really sad. And so we listened to some jazz music, which was awesome. And then when we were about to lose faith, I look around. It was a really tiny place. I look around and I look at the entrance. I look towards the entrance and I see them. I see both of them, Matt and Chris. And I tell my friend, oh my god, they're here. Guys, you have no idea how much of a big fan I am, but back then I was really shy. Like, that's my 20-year-old self right there. No, wait a minute, I was 22. Yeah, I was 22. You have no idea how excited I was, how scared I was at the same time. Like, excited and scared, and it was surreal. It was a surreal experience, and they came in. It took a lot out of me to get up and approach them. Like, guys, you have no idea how shy I used to be. Anyway, we approached them, introduced ourselves, we tell them we're really, really big fans, and it was awesome. And I remember I told Matt that I came from Chile. I still remember his impression. It was 11 years ago, guys, 11 years ago. And his impression was like, whoa, really? I still remember the tone, I remember it. And then they signed this little piece of paper. That was all I had. And he wrote, you know, cheers, Matt, Bellamy, Muse, and then Chris signed it down there. And of course, I've met them a few times later, so I have a few more signatures. This is a Muso. They were giving this away back in 2013, so I got Matt to sign this. This was like a $1 million bill, fake bill. I got Matt to sign that again. And this one has faded away, unfortunately, but Dom, the drummer, signed this ticket, but now it faded away, unfortunately. And this was a very, very exclusive gig that I went to in Manchester in 2015. So there you have it. That's my Muse fangirl story. Let me know in the comments if you want me to share more stories about my personal life. I have a lot of stories. That's one really, really cool one, but I also have a few other stories about my life. Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you're not part of the family, this is a very small family on the internet, but I don't care, because what I really care about is that you guys are enjoying my content. I would love to have more people watching these videos, because as you can tell, I'm putting a lot of energy, passion into them. But like Gary Vee says, put your head down and work for 5 years. I have been around for a while though. I've been generating content on YouTube for 5 years, but I only took it like extremely seriously, uploading daily, this year. So I have 4 years to go before I have a much larger audience. Hopefully I don't have to wait that long. Hopefully you will share my videos and tell your friends to come watch my journey. So that's it. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, tap the bell so you get notified every time I upload. I'm uploading pretty much every day. Join the Hustle family. Thank you so much for being awesome. I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.